Hello everyone, Jen O'Sullivan here. I'm going to share with you about these beautiful little patches here and how they can help your health. So what I'm going to do here is just share my screen and I don't know, let's do a background one. It's kind of funny. We do a different one each time, but here we go. So I think I don't know where to be. Do I need to be over here a little bit more maybe? So I'm not sure where I am falling on the screen, but I don't want to like block the screen too much for you guys. Okay, so just know that we age, right? I'm 51 years old. My husband just turned 52 yesterday. And I feel like I look better and feel better than I ever have. And I think that that's an interesting thing. You can go on my Facebook profile page, and we posted a little picture of us going out to dinner last night. And it's just one of those things where, as you age, you decline, right? Your decline comes, that age decline comes from this actual specific copper peptide called GHKCU. So what the goal then would be is to increase GHKCU, right? But we want to do it naturally. So GHKCU is a copper peptide. It's in your body. It's glycine, histidine, and lysine bound to copper. Okay, so this is something to realize, like what we're looking at here from a different perspective of these are things already in your body. What I mean by that is you get it through the foods that you eat. So the foods that you eat give you these amino acids and hopefully copper, right? Because hopefully you're eating properly. But then that should be creating what's called human GHKCU. So what does that do for you? And we want to kind of understand the mechanism here of why this works, because it's actually called endogenous copper peptide. You don't want to consume it. You don't want to inject it. Okay, we don't want to IV it. We want to get it naturally from our body, meaning I want my body to naturally create this stuff. So I'm going to go through a couple of the benefits and basic at the baseline, it's going to increase healthy younger cells. Okay, that is just the baseline. So what happens when you increase healthy younger cells is your strength increases, your stamina and recovery increases, your ability to just move increases, cognition, your energy levels, your moods, your hormones can balance out, your skin smooths, your vision gets better, your gums, like strange, crazy things with digestion and gums start happening, which is really amazing. But we have to remember that when you have younger, healthier cells, and a lot of them, it will create a younger and healthier you. And remember, GHKCU, when you create more of it in your body, it's actually going to go to work where most critical first. So I can't know. Like you can say, well, what can I do for fill in the blank, right? Like I have this. What can I do for that? Well, I don't know because when you have like a lot of younger, healthier cells, it's just going to go to work where it wants to go to work. So, what's fascinating to me is if we start to understand the mechanism of this, if you look at phototherapy, the sun hits your skin, the skin is now signaled to do something. It's like a light switch. The actual sun doesn't have vitamin D in it, but we know that the wavelength of sun rays, when it hits your skin, God created this miraculous synergy to happen where those sun rays hitting your skin trigger your body to do something specific, and in this case, create endogenous, right, human vitamin D. So here's the deal. I'm made of infrared light. I am. I actually have infrared light coming off of me. We see this in thermal scans and night vision goggles. So if I were to take something that would reflect back onto the dermis of my skin, much like sun is now hitting my skin, but this is a reflection of my own light onto the dermis of my skin in a very specific wavelength. So very specific wavelength that would trigger. So this is the key. If I could get something on my body that would trigger endogenous GHKCU, that opens up a massive, massive amount of potential for me to do better, right? Have all those benefits. It's crazy when you think about this because if you could get your body to create its own GHKCU, that's where the magic happens. So what I want to introduce to you is something that has been patented to do this. It's been proven over and over again. And I just looked 6,700, a little over 67, it's 6,750 people, clients that are using this specific product. It's it's mind-blowing to me. Okay, so this is the product. It's a very simple small patch. This is a tiny little, it's the size of a quarter, and you get a sleeve of them. So 1 month's worth is 30 of these little patches, and you use one patch per day. You're going to put it on for 12 hours on and 12 hours off. We're going to put it in a very easy spot, either below your navel or behind your back on the base of your neck where your shoulder line meets. And you're going to do this every day for 6 to 12 months. Now, why do we need to do this? This is low level infrared light that's continuous dermal response infrared light. That means we need to use it for 12 waking hours. So when you're awake, you wear it, and then you take it off before you're going to go to bed. You've got 8 hours of sleep, so you'll have a few hours on either end. Like so 12 hours on, 12 hours off. But you're going to do this every time you go to sleep. You take it off, you don't wear it, and then you put it on again. Let's say 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. You wear it, and then you take it off from 9 p.m. to 9 a.m., and then you wear a brand new patch the next day. It's very simple, but consistency and persistency are key here. And we want to commit because as you get to the 6 month mark, so the more you use it, it actually will proliferate those cells, right? So we talked about the very first thing here is that it's going to increase healthy cell proliferation, not bad cells, healthy cells. So if I'm using that every day, as you get to that 6 month mark, they've actually seen that if you can increase GHKCU in your body, human endogenous GHKCU, guess what? You're going to get upwards of a 2100%, so 2100% increase in healthy cell proliferation. Think that through. If you do it for a month, maybe you're going to cell proliferate by 30%, maybe even less. You got to do it 6 months. And once you get up there, you're literally at this miraculous stage of your body is operating in a really interesting way, from a mitochondrial level, from a peptide level, from a focus level. Like there's so many benefits, like we talked about, but we need that commitment because it's inexpensive. And what I mean by that is because this is something that's patented and proven. The goal here is to understand why. It is clinically proven to significantly increase endogenous GHKCU for younger, healthier cells. What you need to understand too is this is not non-transdermal. Nothing's going into your body except for your own light. It's the beautiful miracle of how phototherapy works in conjunction with, say, acupressure and peptide increase in your body. It's not putting those peptides in your body. It's using what's already there. It's not putting copper in your body. It's using what's already there. So you need to have copper in your body for this to work. You need to have these elements. That means like you're eating eggs and meat, you're, consuming things, or maybe you're taking a copper supplement. It's up to you. But part of that is we want to make sure you have those elements so that it can work properly. But I'm going to tell you right now, this is the best thing ever because it is something that no one else has. And I want to encourage you guys on this, that this is something that is unique. Nobody has. It's patented and it's proven. Now, if you say to me, well, Jen, that's probably a placebo effect, I would say, well, a company doesn't have a 3,000% growth rate with a placebo. There's no way that that happens. And we are the fastest growing direct sales company in the world 2 years in a row. Again, that doesn't happen with a product that has a placebo effect, just letting you know. We have over 200 patents and 80 studies. This is based on a direct sales network marketing platform. So yes, I do sell it. I am a leader in this company because I have shared this with my clients. And part of that is they are all thanking me for sharing this because they are seeing results when they've never seen results before. And they're excited about that. I'm seeing them get off a ton of medications, which is huge. I'm seeing their doctors just dumbfounded at this and just really, it's weird. It's weird. It's like, what? What's happening now? So I want you to know that we have massive momentum, but we do offer this as a potential business model for you. So this is a pull out of the Active Brand Partners. And just know if you see that bottom line there, that's a senior presidential director. That's where I am. And you can see it, it took me about 4 months, 4.5 months to get to that rank. That's not typical, but most people average take about 2 years to get there. You see about 27 months. I've seen people do it in less. I've seen people take 3 years, but just know average time to get there. But what if you were able to take an average time at a normal job, right? Just over broke. If you were able to take a normal job and work for 2 years and have a $500,000 paycheck, how would you like? Would that be pretty good? I think most of you, like, without even potential, like, I know people who are making 5 times this month much in this company, actually. if not more. I actually know somebody, if you add a zero on the end of that, they're making $5 million. Listen, no high school diploma. This is not something you need to go to like medical school for or some other school. Like you don't need trade school. You need nothing. It's unheard of. That's why this industry can be so fascinating because I want you to think that through. If the average time it takes to rank to senior presidential director is just over 2 years of full-time work, what would you do with an extra $500,000 a year? I don't know. What would you do? And I think about that. I really do. I think about what's the potential? What's the dream life? What's your ministry like? What's your mission? What's your purpose? Do you have the funds to fund your purpose? Most of you don't. Do you have the time to donate to your purpose? Most of you don't. Do you have freedom financially to be able to like not worry about all the bills you have to pay? Like, I don't know. Do you even have health freedom? Do you have the ability to do anything because you're sitting on the couch because you're broken? This is going to help in so many different ways that I want you to be able to dream again. And it's not hard, okay? We work in very easy ways. You're finding your core four people. I want you to think, do I know four people that I could build this with? It's you just have two teams. It's so simple. That's why we have so much momentum here. It's the simplicity of it. So many of other direct sales companies have two things going on for them that are wrong. One, they're dealing with Me Too products. It's bad. It's just too many products. Maybe it's 600 products, maybe it's 50 products, but still that's too many. We got one product that you're working with. And they're building too many teams that are very confusing. They have to have like 6 different teams. This is two. It couldn't be more simple. And we have a very simple 3-step system. Every team in this entire company has the same system. They've all labeled it something else because we've got a bunch of beautiful teams in this industry, but just know that it's the same thing. We share X39 with people every day. You follow up with people every day, and you actually introduce the business to them every day. So you got to get them on a Zoom. You got to help them see the value of this, okay? And so you can go to patchedu.com, learn more. This is just a little presentation to help you understand, from my perspective, what this looks like. But I'll recenter myself here. I have no clue if that worked. We've never done a like weird little pop out before, but part of it is to help you guys see, you know, this has changed my world in a way from health. I firmly believe that my husband would be dead right now without this product. I firmly believe that. And if you've ever heard my testimony on that, it's crazy. And for me personally, it has changed, as an athlete, my inflammation, my vision, my astigmatism is gone, my, receding gums are gone. That's me personally, right? And a lot of people that has happened too, but like, you can't fake that. You can't like push them back up. I mean, even surgeries don't do like my dentist is like, well, it's not there anymore. I don't know why. And I'm like, well, I know why. Like they won't even acknowledge it. My eye doctor is like, yeah, you don't have an astigmatism anymore. You've had one your whole life, but and it's just funny to me because they won't even acknowledge it because it's scientifically usually impossible. That's what's cool about this is people are having things happen where I don't know, this is nuts, but my body corrected. It's not the patch that's doing it, it's your body that's doing it. Remember, the patch is like a light switch. It's like tink tink. Okay, the switch isn't the miracle. It's the effect of whatever I turned on, my light, right? So the effects that you get in your body because of the increase of GHKCU is the miracle. So that's what's really fun about this product is that it's everybody's different. Everybody's different. And I love hearing all the stories, and there's tons of stories. So that's it for tonight. And I hope that this was helpful. We do this every Tuesday and Thursday, same time, same place, patchzooms.com, and the passcode is 39. You can invite your friends. When you come on these, if somebody says, I'm ready to buy, you go to the person who shared this with you. Okay? My my what is it called? YouTube channel is Patch EDU. So it's youtube.com/@patchedu. We even have a really great Facebook group that you can join, and it's Patch EDU. You can also go on our website, patchedu.com. So we do the best we can to keep everything consistent. But thanks for being on here, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Take care, everyone, and be blessed.